Findings, analysis, and recommendations from the annual X-Force Threat Intelligence Index, all on this episode of IBM Cloud Now. What's up, y'all? My name is Ian, and I am back to bring you the latest and greatest news and announcements from IBM Cloud. We're doing something a little special this week, and the entire episode will be dedicated to covering the annual IBM Security X-Force Threat Intelligence Index report, which was just released. The Threat Intelligence Index maps new trends and attack patterns we observed and analyzed from our data. These were drawn from billions of data points, ranging from network and endpoint detection devices, incident response engagements, domain name tracking, and more. Given the volatile landscape and the evolution of both threat types and threat vectors, you need threat intelligence insights more than ever to stay ahead of attackers and fortify your critical assets. In terms of report highlights, ransomware was the top attack type again in 2021, although the percentage of ransomware attacks X-Force remediated decreased nearly 9% year over year. We also saw that supply chain security was pushed to the forefront of government and policymakers' attention, and vulnerability exploitation was the top initial attack vector in manufacturing, an industry grappling with the effects of supply chain pressures and delays. X-Force also closely tracked how cybercriminals were using phishing kits throughout 2021. And the research revealed that Microsoft, Apple, and Google were the top 3 brands criminals attempted to mimic. Overall, the report findings present some pretty scary stuff, but our intention is for this information to empower your organization and help build confidence in the actions you need to take to combat these threats. To that end, there were 3 main security principles X-Force has found helpful in combating today's cyber threats. First, Zero Trust assists in decreasing risk of top attacks. Zero Trust is a new way of approaching security problems that assumes a breach has already happened and aims to increase the difficulty for an attacker to move throughout a network. Second, security automation enhances incident response. Speed is of the essence, and automating processes can save you precious time. And third, extended detection and response gives a significant advantage over attackers. Simply put, detection and response technologies provide organizations with a big advantage in identifying and eradicating attackers from a network before they are able to reach the final stage of their attack. There's more valuable information in the Threat Intelligence Index that I could ever begin to cover in this short video, so I'll close this episode with 4 specific actions organizations can take to better secure their networks against the threats presented in the report. Number 1, develop a response plan for ransomware. Every industry and every geography is at risk of a ransomware attack. And how your team responds to the critical moment can make all the difference in the amount of time and money lost in a response. 2, implement multi-factor authentication on every remote access point into a network. This forces threat actors to find new ways of compromising networks rather than leveraging stolen credentials. Number 3, adopt a layered approach to combat phishing. There is no one tool or solution, so several layers of solutions have a higher chance of catching phishing emails. And number 4, refine and mature your vulnerability management system. As I said, there's a ton of really good information in the Threat Intelligence Index, and I encourage you to give the whole thing a read. To access the full report, click the link in the description of this video. Thanks so much for joining me today for this episode of IBM Cloud Now. If you're interested in learning more about the topics I've covered, make sure you explore the links in the description of this video. And again, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel to stay up to date on what's going on in the cloud now.